even want to admit how long these fake press-on nails took to put on, but it was a long time, and if one of them falls off, y'all just have to pretend that it didn't, and yeah, let's get going. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie if you're new here. I hope your day is going well. And today I wanted to do a video that everybody's doing right now, but I was feeling inspired to make content. I have so many things that I want to do this month that are coming down the pipework, but I have been lazy. And everybody started posting their October TBRs and their spooky TBRs. And y'all know that I love me a good spooky TBR. I don't know why I did this, but you know, it is my time. It is October. Lots of good news just came out today. But I wanted to do kind of a what I'll be reading and watching during this month of spooky festivities. So let's just go ahead and jump in to the books and some shows and some movies that I want to get around to and I want to get around to with you. So let's do it. You guys know that I'm doing booathon this year, and it's going to be running from the 19th to the 31st. I will be watching and reading a whole bunch of books and movies and TV shows in that time frame, but I'm also participating in Gothtober. I don't really have a very specific TBR for this. Mostly I'll be reading and watching things throughout the entire month, and I'll be fitting in whatever I read into those challenges. I did make a Notion page because yes, I'm on a Notion kick right now as well for my TBR as well as to be watched things. Honestly think that most likely I'll have like a bingo board at the end of the month to show what I've done and wrap up things. But without further ado, let's start on the books that I'm currently supposed to have already finished and or currently reading. You know what I'm feeling? So tonight is actually the I can't say my own fucking book club title. It's Vicious by Victoria Schwab is the book club pick of September. I actually had to push off the live show, so that's going to be tonight. I don't know when this video is going live, but I still have to finish this. I have that much left. Who knows if that's gonna happen. Also currently in the middle of the Lost Book of the White. I don't know why I showed you the spine. I'm also reading the Lost Book of the White. I have not gotten very much far into this. If you don't know what this is, it's a very, you know, guilty pleasure kind of read, so to speak. It's Shadowhunters, Magnus Bane, following a warlock who I absolutely love, and his Shadowhunter husband. It's just so good. I can't really remember half of what I've read of this already, so speaking of book clubs, my book push book club pick, yeah, nailed it that time, is The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. I know this is like a lot of book club picks of this month. I've already read this and I want to reread it already. It is so good. This is about basically a puritanical town where it's very culty, kind of like The Village. A girl knows that she's related to basically some witches or something nefarious happened to her mother, and that puts her in a very dangerous predicament in this town. Shit gets really fucking weird when she sees some of these witches. It's just a good time, and I can't wait to buddy read it with my Patreon supporters. And if you're not following me or supporting me on Patreon, there's gonna be a lot of cool shit coming out this month. So if you want to vote on the next book club picks and you want access to some really fun shit like rant reviews, recommendations, you might wanna get on that. So that'll be linked down below in the description. So now I'm just gonna go through the stack of books that I currently have that I want to read. I honestly don't know if I'm going to get to any of these, and I just want to go through them pretty quickly so that we can get onto the movies and I can finish this video so it's not like 1,000 years long. So on the top of the stack is a book that I really don't know if I'm gonna get to, like I said, but it is The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafon. I've heard amazing things about this. I have this beautiful old copy and I'm really excited. It's got like some kind of dark academic vibes, but I feel like people haven't talked about it as much recently because it is an older release. But I'll kind of read off here. So hidden in the heart of the old city of Barcelona is the Cemetery of Forgotten Books, a labyrinthine library of obscure and forgotten titles. Honestly, you sold me right there. I don't need to know anymore. But if you need to know more, it follows. To this library, a man brings his 10-year-old son, Daniel, one cold morning in 1945. Daniel is allowed to choose one book from the dusty shelves, pulls The Shadow of the Wind by Julian Carricks. I'm not gonna even give you any more than that. It looks really good. I'm excited. I've also owned it for a really long time. I think on the Gothtober there's a prompt that's like, what book have you owned for a really long time? And I'm just going with that one. And then I got from the library Troubled Saints by Alea Dawn Johnson. And I honestly don't think I remembered anything about what this book was about, but there's a blurb on here from M.K. Jemisin, one of my favorite authors. Juju Assassins, alternate history, a gritty New York crime story, in a word, awesome. I don't need to know more. It looks great. I think it's gay too, so, you know, all of my vibes. And more weird shit. We've got River of Teeth by Sarah Gayley. I really liked Sarah Gayley's Magic for Liars. This is very short and it's about hippos in the 1890s. So like people ride hippos. Like, I don't know if you can see, but they're riding hippos. I've heard good things about this one. I don't remember specifically anything else about it, but I'm excited. And a thriller, one of the only thrillers on the stack, I'm pretty fucking sure, is When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. This is definitely taking, you know, everyone by storm when it was released because Alyssa Cole is traditionally a romance writer. I'm very excited to see if I if I vibe with this, just because I don't typically like thrillers. They're very hard to please with them. So I'm really excited for this. I don't know anything about it, so I'm not going to give you anything because I don't want to know anything when I go into a thriller, because typically they like to spoil plot points like in the first 100 pages of a book, and I don't want that. If you want to know what this is about, go look it up yourself. You have access to the internet because you're watching this video. And next on the stack is a fantasy novel. Who would have guessed? It is The Bone Shard Daughter by Andrea Stewart. Once again, I don't know anything about the plotline. It's got bone. I'm pretty sure that that's another prompt for the Gothtober, and I want to read some fantasy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying, but I'll if we need anything. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. I can't explain it. Go look it up. Moving on, we've got Master of Poisons by Andrea Henderson. This is another fantasy, I want to say. Seems like it's a fantasy like novel. Once again, I'm assuming it's got a master of poisons. Like, that's about all I know. I'm like so invested in the cover. I absolutely like it, and it is written by a Black woman, and I think there might not be a lot of white people, so I'm down. And a book that is pretty, you know, specific to the time we're in currently is Severance by Ling Ma. I'm pretty sure I saw either Read with Cindy or Kat from Paperback Dreams talk about this, and it's basically about like a woman that's been going to her office job for years, and then a pandemic breaks out and she has to survive. And I've started it. I think I got, yeah, I'm about 12 pages in. It has a very interesting writing style, but I'm vibing with it. I hope to enjoy this, mostly because I've had this one up from the library for a little bit, so I need to get to it. And a book that everyone's been hyping up to no end that I'm going to be using for a prompt for Gothtober is Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. This is about a trans boy who wants to prove that he can be a brujo, and this aesthetic, this exact aesthetic, it just vibes. It vibes so hard. I don't know exactly what that means, but I absolutely am so excited to read this. No fucking clue if I'm gonna get through any of these, but like, this is definitely high priority. Like, I'm gonna reread The Year of the Witching, and then I'm gonna binge this, and it's gonna be great. I also have a book that I want to read all of in 24 hours, so keep in mind that vlog might be coming, and it kind of rhymes with Schmaus of Schmeeves. It's not currently in my possession right now, but keep an eye out for that. And I was gonna do more vampire related content, but I kind of decided that I think I've done enough. But I do want to reread a favorite of mine from when I was in like middle school. This is Glass Houses by Rachel Kane. This is about a town that is basically run by vampires, and this college girl goes and gets bullied and ends up in a house where there's like a ghost, a vampire hunter. Like, she's in just this weird situation where she's just trying to go to college, man, but there's a whole bunch of vampires trying to get in her way. And I remember really, really enjoying this, so I'm excited to get back in. And I think the love interest is just like a major himbo, and that just speaks to my soul. He might be an alpha male, who knows? We'll see how it goes. I'm reserving judgment for now. And something that is completely not related to Halloween at all, but is something that I impulse purchased from Target, is You Had Me at Hola by Alexis Daria. So she was a leading lady in a television show, and then the romance is between her and a guy who was on a telenovela. I haven't read a good romance in a really long time, and I feel like I saw this cover going around, and I really love the fact that it's not boring white people. But I'm really interested to see if I really like it, and it seems like it'll be a fun, swift read at some point when I need to not brain for a little bit, because I have so much going on right now that I'm sure this will happen at some point. All right, so those were the books. Now let's get on to the movies. This video is going okay. Do we like the background? I know you guys are probably really concerned that I can't see the books, but I can. I know exactly where the books are, and if I don't know where the books are, I can turn them around. It's okay. I know how to manage my books. Most exciting things that I do want to tell you guys about are the watchalongs. I plan on doing watchalongs for booathon. I'm gonna probably put the dates up here on the screen somewhere because I don't remember the dates specifically. We're gonna be doing The Witch and Poltergeist, and I'm really excited for those. Those are gonna be the end of the month, and I have already watched both of those. I don't really remember a lot about the Poltergeist, but I really love The Witch. Those are two of my favorites. That specifically is one of my favorites, and I can't wait to watch and talk to you guys about those. But the other movies and TV shows that I'm excited for this season, and also you need to shame me to watch this season, includes Bly Manor. I can't remember the full title of that, but that comes out October 9th. That's the second series in the Haunting of Hill House series, and I absolutely loved Haunting of Hill House. I think it was really, really, really well done. Cannot wait to watch that. Then the two movies that I don't want to leave this October without having watched is Get Out. Never seen it. I know, roast me in the comments. Put like a fire emoji in there if you've gotten to this part of the video. And I have not seen either version of this. Like, one of my best friends absolutely loves it to death, so maybe I'll have her like come hang out and we'll watch it. I don't know. Who knows? She might watch this video. Well, who knows? My real life friends do not spend a lot of time on my channel, which is totally fine. This is an alternate world. But the other ones that I do want to get around to watching because I haven't seen them in a while, include Crimson Peak and Van Helsing. I absolutely love both of these. I've only seen Crimson Peak once, but it has this beautiful color scheme, and it's so gothic and creepy, and I absolutely love that. And then Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman is just like a good fucking stupid romp. Like, just it doesn't technically have like that much Halloweeniness, but like I really want to rewatch it. It's so good. It's so campy. It's like one of those movies that you're like, this is not probably highbrow content, but I want to rewatch it. And then there's a couple other ones that I do want to get around to seeing. I think Rebecca is coming out on Netflix, and I'm interested in that one. And I also want to watch more Lovecraft Country. I've only watched a couple episodes. I loved the first episode and then did not like the second episode as much, but I've still been hearing really good things about that. So those are on the table. That's the docket. Do I think I'm insane? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. But if you guys are insane with me, please continue to watch all of the content that's coming out. Hit the subscribe button. I'm very, very thrilled to be doing this right now. I don't know, I'm in a really good mood. I hope you guys are in a good mood. And I am gonna go. I have more videos to film and more stuff to do, and I hope you guys are having a lovely start to your October. I'm gonna go now, guys. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Bye! I'm doing the basic pitch thumbnail for this. Is this gonna be the thumbnail?